scorer in the playoffs and the captain of the Washington Capitals, Alex Ovechkin.
Ovechkin to fire, he scores! Score!
He's an NHL MVP, a 9-time Rocket Richard Trophy winner, a Stanley Cup champion, and currently sits just 67 goals away from Gretzky's scoring record. Many argue he's the greatest pure goal scorer the game has ever seen. So how good was Prime Alexander Ovechkin actually? Ovi's road to NHL fame began in the city of Moscow, Russia, far from NHL's glimmering arenas. Born on September 17, 1985, Ovechkin was destined for sports greatness. His mother, a celebrated 2-time Olympic gold medalist in basketball, and his father, a professional soccer player, laid the groundwork for a legacy in sports. Ovechkin was, quite simply, born to be an athlete. Growing up on the outskirts of Moscow, Ovechkin faced early life against a backdrop of adversity. His family resided in a neighborhood known for its harsh realities, where the future for many of Ovechkin's high school peers was often clouded by the grim reality of crime and violence. Through hockey, Ovechkin found an escape. It wasn't long before Ovechkin discovered his own calling in the world of hockey. From a young age, he displayed exceptional skill for the game. In the competitive sphere of Russian hockey, he caught the eye of Russian team Dynamo Moscow at 11 years old, where he would go to break Pavel Bure's goal-scoring record, where he netted 56 goals in one season. Ovechkin continued his dominance on the ice, rapidly emerging as a standout player. He captured attention with his aggressive physical play and extraordinary scoring ability. This remarkable talent led him to turn pro at just 16 years old, joining Dynamo Moscow's pro team in the Russian Super League. Ovechkin's early years were marked by a clear, undeniable talent, setting the stage for his NHL arrival. In 2004, Ovi entered the NHL draft as the #1 prospect. The Washington Capitals made a franchise-altering decision by selecting Alexander Ovechkin as their first overall pick. However, the anticipated debut of this prodigy was delayed to the 2004-05 NHL lockout. By the time Ovechkin stepped onto the ice for his first game, the league's attention had shifted towards another rising star, first-round pick Sidney Crosby, igniting a rivalry and debate that continues this day. When Ovechkin finally made his debut in the 2005 season, he burst onto the NHL scene with a force that was impossible to ignore. His combination of explosive speed, raw power, and a commanding physical presence quickly captivated the hockey world. Ovechkin's rookie season was a showcase of remarkable talent, marked by 52 goals and a total of 106 points. This phenomenal performance not only made him a fan favorite, but also earned him the Calder Trophy over Crosby. Among the highlights of his first season, Ovechkin scored one of the best goals in NHL history against the Coyotes, a team being coached by the legendary Gretzky. His impact was not just on the score sheet, but also in rejuvenating a Capitals team that had been struggling for years. Ovechkin's arrival signaled a new era for the franchise, one filled with promise and excitement. So what makes Ovechkin so good? In the NHL, goals are currency, and Ovechkin is the bank. His ability to turn almost any puck touch into a scoring opportunity has memorized fans and baffled goalies for over a decade. But what exactly makes Ovechkin's goal-scoring ability so extraordinary? Firstly, it's the sheer power of his shot and his power play prowess. Ovechkin's slap shot is a blend of beauty and terror. The speed of his shot, often exceeding 100 miles per hour, leaves little reaction time for goaltenders. With nearly 300 goals on the power play, he has a knack for appearing open, a puzzle for penalty kills across the league. In his signature spots, the left wing and hash mark area, Ovi has unleashed a barrage of goals, with over 50% of his goals from these two zones alone. This area has become his office, a space where he continues to do most of this work. What's remarkable is his ability to shoot through screens and checks, an essential skill in a game where clean shots and one-on-one chances with the goalie are a rarity. Ovechkin is a master at creating unique scoring opportunities. He employs slight angle changes, a subtle yet deadly tactic that freezes defenders and misaligns goalies. This skill of shooting through the triangle of a defender's stick or between their feet adds a deceptive layer, enhancing the effectiveness of the shot. This mastery has inspired a generation of players. We see elements of Ovechkin's style in the curl and drag shots of Austin Matthews and the emerging skills of Connor Bedard. Ovechkin didn't just set a standard, he revolutionized long-range shooting in hockey. But it's not just his goal-scoring abilities that make him great, it's his physicality too. Ovechkin's physical play gets him his reputation as one of the NHL's most dominant forwards, known for his robust and aggressive style. Ovechkin leverages his strength and body size to deliver hard, clean hits. He excels in battles for puck possession, using his physicality effectively along the boards and in corners. This physical aspect of Ovechkin's game, combined with his goal-scoring prowess, not only energizes his team and fans, but also adds a layer of intimidation, impacting how opponents approach him on the ice. His physicality is not just an attribute, but a strategic tool that complements his overall gameplay and solidifies his status as one of the most complete players in the league. In his sophomore season, Ovechkin continued to showcase his extraordinary talent, scoring 46 goals and adding 46 assists, further bolstering his impressive stats. It was in his third season where Ovechkin truly cemented his status as an elite player. He clinched his first Rocket Richard Trophy and the Hart Memorial Trophy, where he popped off for 65 goals and 112 points. With all these remarkable achievements, Ovechkin's rise to stardom reached new heights. In the 2007 to 2008 season, Ovechkin, an agentless 22-year-old, negotiated his own contract extension. This was no ordinary deal. Ovechkin secured a 13-year contract worth $124 million, a record-breaking agreement that remains the largest in NHL history to this day. Ovechkin's impact extended far beyond the ice. He transformed the Washington Capitals from a struggling franchise into a formidable title contender. His influence was so profound that he was even awarded the key to the city, a testament to his significance not just to the team, but to the entire community. Though Ovi and the Capitals were on the rise, a pattern began to emerge, drawing in a chorus of critics. Despite being one of the league's best scorers, turning around a franchise and being named captain within the first 5 years of his career, skepticism grew louder as Ovechkin's teams consistently fell short. In sports, championships are the ultimate validation of greatness. For Ovechkin, the Stanley Cup seemed like the missing piece that would cement his place on hockey's Mount Rushmore. Despite his individual success and accolades, the Stanley Cup eluded Ovechkin for years. Over 12 seasons, his numbers and individual accomplishments stood toe-to-toe with the league's best. Yet while Ovechkin amassed personal accolades, his rival Sidney Crosby compiled an impressive resume of 3 Stanley Cups, 2 Olympic gold medals, and 3 head-to-head playoff victories over his Russian counterpart. Adding in his political connections, Ovechkin found himself at a tipping point in his career. The 2017 to 2018 NHL season was more than just another year in the league for Ovechkin. It was a quest, a charge at the Stanley Cup that had slipped through his fingers for over a decade. Ovechkin kicked off the season in his signature Ovi style, scoring back-to-back hat tricks. Despite this explosive start, the Capitals had a rocky beginning, winning only 5 of their first 12 games, casting a shadow of potential disappointment over the season. But with 12 years of failure, the 32-year-old captain knew it was his time. Determined to rewrite the narrative, Ovechkin delivered a powerhouse performance, arguably his best in half a decade, clinching another Rocket Richard Trophy and steering the Capitals into the 2018 playoffs. Throughout the playoffs, the seasoned veteran tallied an impressive 27 points and 15 goals in just 24 games. He led the Capitals past the Blue Jackets, Lightning, and Crosby's 2-time defending champion Penguins to arrive at the finals against the Golden Knights, a team on their own fairy tale run. In a hard-fought series, the turning point came in Game 5, with the Capitals leading the series 3-1. Ovechkin's performance was nothing short of sensational. He was everywhere, blocking shots, initiating plays, and maintaining a level of intensity that inspired his teammates. When the final horn sounded and the Capitals claimed their first Stanley Cup, it was Ovechkin who hoisted the trophy. Ovechkin's journey to the Stanley Cup was marked by breathtaking goals, heart-wrenching near misses, and a relentless drive for greatness. His MVP performance in the series solidified his legacy as one of the greats of the game. The Stanley Cup series against the Golden Knights wasn't just a battle for the championship. It was the pinnacle of Ovechkin's career, a moment that transcended the sport and immortalized him as a hockey legend. Now, let's talk numbers. Ovechkin's record speaks for itself. He's a 3-time Hart Memorial Trophy winner, given to the league's most valuable player. He clinched the Maurice "Rocket" Richard Trophy for top goal scorer 9 times, showcasing his consistent scoring prowess. His trophy case is a testament to his dominance on the ice. But it's in the chase for the all-time goal-scoring record where Ovechkin's pursuit of history becomes truly breathtaking. Wayne Gretzky, the legendary Great One, holds the record for an awe-inspiring 894 goals. As of 2023, Ovechkin is on a relentless path, closing in on his record with 827 goals, a record that once seemed untouchable. Ovechkin's style of play has redefined the role of a power forward in the NHL. His unique blend of physicality, scoring ability, and leadership has inspired a generation of players. He has shown that a player can be both a prolific scorer and a physical presence, altering the perception of what it means to be an all-around player. As the Great Eight continues to grace the NHL, his legacy is a blend of past achievements and the exciting potential of what he may still accomplish. Ovechkin's story is one marked by exhilarating highs, challenging lows, and an unwavering commitment to greatness. His legacy is not just in the goals he scored or the records he broke. It's in the passion he ignited in fans, the debates he sparked among critics, and the inspiration he provided to players worldwide. The Great Eight isn't just a player. He's a living legend, a testament to what relentless dedication to one's craft can achieve. To discover more about your favorite NHL stars and explore their incredible journeys, be sure to click right here. Dive into our collection of videos showcasing the greatness of the league's top players and stay connected with all the action.